Hi, welcome back to the channel. I'm Anna Marika, but call me AMG, and on this channel I publish videos about living in my tiny house called Tiny G. Today is very exciting. I'm going to take you on a tour of Tiny G. I'll take you through all the areas and try to video it as clearly as possible. It's a bit challenging. Some areas, and particularly the bathroom, are so small that it's quite difficult to get a good view of the bathroom, but I'll do my very best, and I hope you enjoyed having a bit of a sticky beak looking at my lovely living environment. Next week I will go through my design principles, if you like, or what the design of the tiny house had to meet in everything that I needed and wanted. So today's really just a run through. I won't even talk you through all that much, and then so next week you can find out what it is that was important to me, and then in subsequent videos I will look at different parts of the house and go into a lot more detail once you know what was important to me, and I'll explain more about why I made the decisions that I made. And also we'll go through some challenging things about creating that environment or that space the way I wanted it to be. But for now, let's just go on a tour, and we're going to start outside. Okay, I'm starting this tour from the outside, and I'm taking you down the driveway. This is my favorite part of coming home. I often go for a walk. I hope you didn't hear that truck just zooming past, but what I love is when I walk down the driveway, that's my car, and there is Tiny G, and I just love seeing that when I come home. She's so cute. I always find that she seems very small. I mean, yeah, it's a tiny house, I know, but she seems so small, and I'm always surprised when I get inside how much bigger she feels. So this is the backyard. That's where the childcare centre is. You can see how close that is to my house, and how I can listen to the kids during the week. It's basically, the backyard is kind of mine to maintain. And let me show you a few of the things that make it really nice to be outside. Well, one thing that's really lovely is this tree. It's a deciduous tree, so in summer it really covers a lot of the house, as you can see probably from the shadows, but it also gives a lovely shade to sit outside. I grow some tomatoes and some lettuce, some basil there. I've got some mint, and that is to keep the ants out, and some flowers in hanging baskets there, and some shade cloth to keep the sun out, because as you can see, the sun is not coming into the house on that side, but it's still hitting the house quite hard there. Got upstairs windows, and I'm looking after my daughter's rabbit, because where she lives you can't have pets. And I've created this little outdoor area to sit. It's a lovely place in the morning to have a cup of coffee. By the time I have lunch, this is actually shaded, so it's lovely to sit here, get a nice breeze. And then I need to do some work on that, but I grow some excuse me, some vegetables there as well. Got a barbecue, and this is really wonderful. This is an area where I can hang the washing. It's undercover, so it's fantastic, especially when it rains. Alright, then there's a little set of steps. I built them out of sleepers, and then a little porch that I built because, and as you can probably see, I used milk crates and sleepers
It's a temporary porch because once I'm in a permanent spot I want to build a nice deck. And I built the porch because initially I just had stairs going into the house, and I fell off them at some point because I didn't have enough space to open the door, step out, turn around, close the door, and it was wet and I fell off and I sprained my foot quite badly. Anyway, that's tiny from the outside, as you can see. French doors, which I love, and let's get inside without falling off my stairs. That would probably be a fantastic result. So you come into the house through the French doors, and on a lovely sunny warm day I can have those doors open, and then to the right when you come in is my living room slash office. So as you can see, I have a this is an IKEA daybed that we still had, and it's lovely and big, and it's really nice to sit on and read or watch TV, and my computer setup also functions as my TV. Currently in work mode, which means that I have an extended shelf that I slide in to put my keyboard and my mouse onto, and that all sits on a sort of little bookshelf, as you can tell. And because I like it, I like to stand when I work, so it's quite high up, and sometimes when I have a longer meeting I will put that stool in front of the computer so I can sit. But that's the living room. Small but comfortable, and then you can lots of plants, and that's the ceiling is made by the loft, my spare loft, which used to be my daughter's bedroom. Then if we move around, we see some cupboards here. These are IKEA cupboards, and if you watched my video from last week, you'll know IKEA flat pack is one of my superpowers. That's one of my wardrobes, and then I've put some hooks here to hang some coats. In winter there's more there, but there's now a light jacket and some outdoor hats. There's a basket for shoes because I don't wear shoes in the house, and then underneath that is the cat litter tray because my lovely cat Oreo is an indoor cat. Then there's the stairs up to my loft, and again made out of various IKEA components, and with some baskets there for some bits and bobs. And then that cupboard there is with the 3 doors with the 3 handles there, that's the other part of my wardrobe. So that's on that side, and then as you can see there's the kitchen with a fridge, freezer. I love my fridge, freezer. And you can see me in the mirror there, which is in the bathroom. This is the kitchen with drawers. I have a little dishwasher underneath there. I try to keep as little on the bench as possible. I do have a cooktop. It's a portable induction cooktop, and it lives in a drawer and it comes out when I need it. And then between the kitchen and the living area I have a dining table with 2 chairs. If there's more people here for dinner, I can move the table out, and I have more of those 2 chairs, and I can bring more chairs in. I like to keep it as as empty as possible, because it's one of the things you learn about living in a tiny house is that as soon as there's clutter, it feels very small. But I'm trying to organize my vegetable seeds into a little container, so that's what it was there at the moment. All important coffee machine, and with above that is a little shelf, which is an offcut from the table because the table was twice as big initially. There is my outside. There's a lovely window. It's really nice to be standing here and doing some dishes. I do most of my dishes by hand because I don't have that many. It's a bit hard to see because I've got shade cloth in front of the window, but there are lots of trees and lots of birds. A few dishes in the sink from today. I have to do those dishes a little bit later. As I said, I have a fridge freezer, and if anybody's looking to go tiny and thinking about a fridge freezer, this is a fantastic one. It is absolutely 100% quiet. On top of that, I have a small oven, big enough for me. I'm not a big cook, so it's enough to put every now and then to do some cooking in the oven. I'll step back because I've skipped one door or doors. The cupboard between my wardrobe and the fridge is a pantry, and the top part is a pantry and the bottom part is a bit of an odds and ends cupboard. And then, as you can see, at the moment I still have a curtain between the living area and the bathroom, but I am going to create a door there, and I've got two options planned out, and when I do get around to building that door, I'll video it so you can come along and enjoy the wonderful world that is trying to create something based on very little skill. So now we get to the bathroom, which is a bit of a challenge. So let's see how we don't go there. So I've got a shower screen, which is a fairly recent addition. Initially I had a curtain there, but that was very annoying because if I go down, you'll see it's a diamond shaped shower basin, and the curtain was constantly clinging to me when I had a shower. So I spent a good weekend putting this shower screen together, and it's fantastic. That's the inside of the shower, and then a big mirror, mostly to get some light in, but also, every now and then I want to see what I look like. Window, some shelf, again offcuts from my table, a medicine cabinet, a basin, which, if I can show you, is quite high, but I'll talk you through that. The reason for that is because I have the washing machine underneath it, and I actually quite like this very high basin. And then if I turn around, you'll be able to look all the way through again to my living room, which then shows you the ladder that goes up to the spare loft, which is, well, my daughter is here, is her sleeping area. Some cubes that are giving a bit of privacy. I want to do something with the backs there because that looks quite horrible. I haven't worked out what yet. As you can see, I do have wiring for an air conditioner, but I just have to save up some money to actually get the air conditioner itself installed, but at least the wiring is done. And I will now get you to come upstairs to my sleeping loft, and I'm sure that we'll find the real owner of that loft in a moment. Well, there's the real owner of this loft. Oreo loves being up here. She also likes to be in the other loft, but it's a bit harder for her to get to. So this is a double bed. I put the pillows on top of each other so that she can lie as high up as possible. A little bedside table there and a little bedside table on the other side. It all just fits. 2 little lights, 2 windows. There's one on that side and one on that side, and they give a really good cross breeze when they are both open. And then I will show you one of my favorite parts of this loft in a moment. I'll just have to move. Yes, hello Oreo. Are you going to talk to the video as well? Or are you just yawning? So this is one of my favorite things to wake up to. I can quickly check what the weather is like. I have a fly screen that if I open the skylight so that I don't get bugs in, and if it's really hot and sunny in summer, I actually put a cover on it to minimize the heat. But it is just so nice. And also when it rains or when it's very windy, I can see the trees. I have woken up here with a bird sitting on top of the skylight, and I moved over here, and as I did that, the bird looked down and looked at me as I was getting ready to get up. So let's now get down. Oh, we've disturbed Her Royal Highness. You gonna say hello? Hi. Go back to sleep. So let me go downstairs now. Well, there you have it. That is the tiny house, Tiny G. Very, very, very small, a very quick tour, but I will do, as I said, more in-depth tours of different areas. Next week, the video will be about all those things that I learned that are important to me and that I wanted to incorporate in the tiny house, or felt that it needed to have for me to live the life that I want to live and how I live. So make sure you watch that, and in the meantime, have a wonderful Sunday, and I will see you again next week Sunday. Bye for now.